From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Here's a spot in Butte that's being considered as the repository for the contaminated soil in the Superfund cleanup.
And we'll show you where the new Bozeman transfer station will be located and how it makes everyone's life a little bit easier.
I'm Megan Thompson up here at Homestake Lodge, and coming right up, I'm going to show you around the facilities.
Alrighty, it is 6:31 on this Friday edition of Montana This Morning. Jane McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. Now, I'm excited for this Friday because it truly feels like a fall Friday. It's a little cloudy, and of course, you got your Friday football games
There
going
are
on.
some Friday football games, afternoon games. I believe Gallatin plays in the afternoon, like at 3 or 3. I don't remember for sure. I think it's 3.
But when the Raptors take the field,
And
it's
then
time to pay attention.
Bozeman Hawks tonight. You got a full afternoon and evening of playoff football in parts of South, and lots of other teams out to play as well. Temperatures this morning are comfortable, still dealing with a lot of melting. I had a report of some icy conditions down the Gallatin Canyon, so I'm not shocked at that. The temperatures there may be a little cooler. Spotty showers are possible today, but I think by and large we should stay dry. Highs topping out above or near the freezing or the average high, which is around 50 degrees. Looks like our sun will be making an appearance at least at times today. We'll talk about what that means heading into the weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now our top story this morning, where to dump the contaminated soil in Butte. MTN's John Amy talked with organizers of the Superfund cleanup to find out where.
All the contaminated dirt that's going to be removed from the center of Butte in the Superfund cleanup may be deposited at this spot just east of the Centerville neighborhood, and officials are considering dumping some of it in the Berkeley pit.
And what we would propose to do is take waste from the project sites, put it in those locations, and then reclaim it when we're done.
The proposal is to use the approximately 60-acre Kelly mine site, which was in operation from 1949 to 1980, as a repository site for the waste material, and then cap it off with 18 inches of clean soil and vegetation.
It's already got historic mine waste on this property that covers the majority of the site, and pretty ideally, both the surface water and groundwater from the locations up around the top of the Berkeley pit, they all report to the Berkeley pit.
Some of the waste may be dumped into the pit.
We can't dispose of all the waste from the project sites in the Berkeley pit. Part of it simply because some of those wastes are impacted by hydrocarbon contamination, so we can't put those hydrocarbons into the pit.
Some residents of nearby Centerville object to having a repository so close to homes for fear contaminants will get into the air from the dumping process. Others support the project, like John McKee, who co-owns Headframe Spirits Distillery just south of the proposed repository.
We need the center of our town clean. I think Headframe, we have always been willing to give back. And if our give in this can be the neighbor to something that nobody else wants, so that we can give back to our whole town and assist in being part of the greater part of the cleanup, then we're all in.
All right, thank you very much, John. More to follow on that, to be sure. Now, let's talk about trash. We all accumulate it, and we all need to dispose of it. As a matter of fact, Bozeman residents and commercial haulers may have a new place to dispose of trash rather than heading to the Logan landfill. MTN's Jolie Salih tells us about a new solid waste transfer facility and how it could make everyone's life a little bit easier.
I'm here at the Bozeman Convenience Site, a place where hundreds of folks a day come to drop off trash, compost, you name it. But they'll be shutting down soon as they make way for a bigger, new and improved solid waste transfer station.
It gets insane, yeah. It's like the line goes out to the road. It gets bad, yeah.
Eli Putrin is a local arborist here in Bozeman, and he comes out to the convenience site almost every day.
It's our best dump site because we get rid of a lot of wood chips and brush.
But lately, he's noticed the site becoming strained, stressed, and undersized. In fact, the Gallatin solid waste manager Jim Simon says on their busiest days, They've seen 400 to 500 people visit the convenience site.
We have lines out the gate down the road, which leads to potential safety hazards.
And these blue bins can only hold so much. Once they fill up,
We can't accept any more waste at this site, and we have to close the facility.
so they're planning on opening a new facility here off Spring Hill Road, a plot of land donated by the city.
Having a waste disposal facility closer to the population center where the bulk of the people live in Gallatin County will help minimize the need for our residents.
To drive all the way to the Logan landfill. Currently, when garbage trucks collect trash, they have to make a 30-mile drive to the landfill each time for disposal, and then drive 30 miles back. Simon says having a solid waste transfer facility will reduce the number of vehicle trips
And reduce congestion on the interstate, and also help manage some of the debris that blows off of vehicles that's proving to be a challenge for the county.
As of right now, Simon says the total cost of the transfer site could be upwards of $40 million, funded by fees. A hefty cost, but Putrin thinks it'll be worth it. And the folks who work here deserve it.
I love the guys who work here. They're amazing. They make my day. I think that'll be a good switch up if it's getting bigger.
In Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.
And residents of the Bridger Peak Apartments in Bozeman are taking a stand about their security and safety. In a press conference yesterday, residents shared their frustrations with their property management company, Tamarack Property Management. These concerns came to a head for various reasons. One, when Bozeman Fire reportedly responded to 911 calls within the building and were unable to get inside through any of the doors. In these instances, fire officials had to climb through windows to access residents in need. The Bridger Peaks Tenants Union has been petitioning management for over 2 years, hoping to get these issues addressed. Residents like Jody Rennick says they believe these seniors deserve better management.
My hope is that we will get an on-site management and maintenance man that will allow the community of senior citizens here to feel like somebody cares.
And residents are also hoping to meet with the owners of the building to resolve the issues. And a Nordic ski resort located outside of Butte has been nominated in a USA Today poll as one of the 10 best cross-country ski resorts in the country. Our Megan Thompson visits with the owners, who are getting stoked to open around mid-November.
Well, winter's just getting started up here at Homestake Lodge, where the ski resort is in the running to be one of the 10 best in the nation.
There's just something special about being outside in Montana in the winter, whether it's for exercise or just peace and quiet in your soul. It's magical.
Nestled atop the pass between Butte and Whitehall, Homestake Lodge was originally a homestead, but it was turned into a cross-country ski resort in 2007. Mark and Lauren Thiessen, along with their 3 children, have been running the Homestake Ski Resort since they took ownership in 2021.
Homestake Lodge is a gem that is close to the interstate, but you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere.
The Nordic Ski Resort offers lodging in 3 cabins, a yurt, or within the lodge itself, and Mark says it is meant to be relaxed and cozy with home-cooked meals on the weekends and brand new ski rentals for those who don't have their own equipment.
It's just a really neat mom and pop community vibe, but with what we consider to be world-class skiing.
But others in the ski community also consider the resort to be world-class. Recently, it was mentioned in a USA Today poll and is in the running to become one of the 10 best Nordic ski resorts in the nation.
These trails were built by people who understood ski racing.
Homestake offers trails for beginners and the most advanced skiers, with options for people who want to bring their dogs along and for those who want to venture out for night skiing.
We just love winter, and we think Montana is the greatest place to get outside in the winter and enjoy physical activity during those cold winter months.
On Homestake Pass between Butte and Whitehall, I'm Megan Thompson, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Megan. Now, with the holiday season quickly approaching, many people are heading out to a storage unit to get all those holiday decorations going. Well, we're going to explore if a storage unit is worth it for your family.
I'm John Mattery. So many people have so much stuff that they rent storage units, but with those rents going up and up, is storage really worth it? That story coming.